guess everyone really is replaceable.
Even Abby.
All this time she's been preaching it.
Dance Moms, Cheryl Burke switches things up. I will explain everything. Never miss this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Cheryl Burke shakes up ALDC, the real tea behind her Dance Moms takeover. The world of Dance Moms has always been filled with drama, but when Cheryl Burke stepped in as a new choreographer in Season 7, Episode 26, everyone's replaceable. Even Abby, she completely shook things up. Fans of the show were used to the iron-fisted reign of Abby Lee Miller, but Cheryl's entrance signified a major shift in power dynamics at the Abby Lee Dance Company, ALDC. The seasoned pro, known for her elegant performances and victories on Dancing with the Stars, took on the challenge of mentoring and choreographing for the dancers. However, with her arrival came whispers, tension, and, of course, drama. Abby's absence leaves a power vacuum. Before Cheryl even walked through the ALDC doors, the tension was already brewing. Abby Lee Miller had been embroiled in a legal battle, which led to her departure from the show. While her exit left many wondering about the fate of ALDC, Lifetime wasted no time in filling the void with an equally high-profile name, Cheryl Burke. Cheryl's arrival was met with mixed emotions. The ALDC dancers had spent years under Abby's strict, sometimes harsh, leadership. While some viewed Abby's absence as an opportunity to start fresh, others worried that Cheryl wouldn't be able to match Abby's intensity. The moms, in particular, were skeptical. Would Cheryl be able to push their daughters to success like Abby had? Would she understand the pressure these young dancers faced week after week? Cheryl versus the moms, a battle for control. The biggest question surrounding Cheryl's arrival was how she would handle the infamous Dance Moms moms. From the get-go, it was clear that Cheryl was not going to take nonsense from anyone. Unlike Abby, whose explosive temper often left the moms cowering or yelling back, Cheryl took a more calculated approach. She was direct, confident, and most importantly, she knew dance inside and out. It didn't take long for tensions to rise. Some moms, like Jill Verts, were eager to see what Cheryl could do, while others, like Ashley Allen, were more skeptical. Holly Frazier, ever the voice of reason, was cautiously optimistic but made it clear that Cheryl had big shoes to fill. Cheryl, however, wasn't interested in playing into the usual Dance Moms theatrics. When the moms attempted to critique her methods, she shut them down swiftly, reminding them that she was a professional dancer and instructor with years of experience. This set the tone for her tenure. Cheryl was in charge, and she wasn't going to let the moms dictate how she ran things. The dancers' perspective, adjusting to a new leader. For the young dancers, Cheryl's presence was a breath of fresh air, though it came with its own challenges. Under Abby, they had grown accustomed to a rigorous, almost militaristic style of training. Cheryl, while still demanding, focused more on refining their technique and artistry rather than just drilling them into submission. Kalani Hilliker, a fan favorite, expressed her excitement about working with Cheryl, appreciating the opportunity to learn from someone with a different approach. Nia Sue, ever the dedicated dancer, saw Cheryl's arrival as a chance to grow. However, not all the dancers were on board immediately. Kendall Verts and Bryn Rumfallow, both of whom had been deeply loyal to Abby, struggled at first with the transition. Cheryl, however, wasn't deterred. She made it clear that she was there to help them grow, and she wouldn't be playing favorites. This was a stark contrast to Abby, who often pitted the girls against each other. Cheryl's approach was more about unity, something the team desperately needed after years of internal rivalries. Behind the scenes, what was really happening? Behind the cameras, there was just as much drama as what fans saw on screen. According to sources close to production, Cheryl was initially hesitant to take on the role. While she had years of dance experience, she was stepping into a deeply established environment that had been shaped by Abby's often chaotic methods. There were rumors that some of the moms tried to manipulate Cheryl into favoring their daughters, a tactic that had worked with Abby in the past. But Cheryl wasn't easily swayed. She remained professional, emphasizing fairness and hard work over favoritism. Additionally, some crew members noted that Cheryl had a different approach to handling stress compared to Abby. Where Abby would scream and walk out of rehearsals, Cheryl would take a step back and assess the situation calmly before making a decision. This change in leadership style created a stark contrast that fans had never seen before on the show. Did Cheryl deliver? The verdict on her ALDC leadership. As Cheryl's time at ALDC unfolded, the results spoke for themselves. The team continued to win competitions under her leadership, and her choreography brought a new level of sophistication to their performances. Unlike Abby, Cheryl emphasized the importance of storytelling and expression, helping the girls evolve as performers rather than just competition dancers. But was she truly a replacement for Abby? That was the ultimate question. While Cheryl brought professionalism and credibility to the team, she lacked the intimidation factor that Abby had. Some fans loved this change, while others felt that ALDC lost its infamous edge without Abby's fiery personality. Some longtime fans of Dance Moms pointed out that Cheryl's approach was perhaps too structured for the show's over-the-top drama. While Abby thrived on confrontation and high stakes, Cheryl was more focused on discipline and performance. This, in turn, made some episodes feel less explosive, but also allowed the dancers to develop in a healthier environment. What happened after Cheryl's exit? Cheryl's time on Dance Moms was relatively short-lived, but her impact was undeniable. Once she left the show, Abby made her return, bringing back the drama that fans had missed. However, many agreed that Cheryl's tenure had provided a necessary shakeup. In later interviews, Cheryl reflected on her time at ALDC, noting that while it was a rewarding experience, it was also incredibly challenging. She admitted that stepping into Abby's shoes was no easy task, but she was proud of the work she did with the dancers. Meanwhile, Abby, never one to hold back, made it clear that she didn't appreciate being replaced. In a series of interviews, she threw subtle and not-so-subtle shade at Cheryl, claiming that no one could run LDC the way she did. Regardless of where fans stand on the debate, one thing is clear: Cheryl Burke's time on Dance Moms was a game-changer. She proved that ALDC could thrive under a different leadership style, and that the dancers were capable of greatness without Abby's constant berating. Final thoughts. The legacy of Cheryl Burke at ALDC. In the grand scheme of Dance Moms history, Cheryl Burke's time at ALDC remains one of the most intriguing chapters. She brought legitimacy, discipline, and professionalism to a show known for its chaos. While Abby Lee Miller will always be synonymous with Dance Moms, Cheryl's brief tenure proved that change is possible, even in the most dramatic of environments. Whether you loved her or missed the Abby-fueled drama, there's no denying that Cheryl's influence on ALDC will not be forgotten anytime soon.